Hi there. How's it going, everybody? Welcome. It's a Wednesday, isn't it? Yes. I feel like I've never done such a bad job of keeping track of what weekday it is that I've mistaken Wednesday for another day or vice versa. Cool. Well, welcome everybody. Let's get underway. Yeah, it's WAD Wednesday, where we play random Doom levels. Hello, good to see all of y'all. Yeah, hello there, Peter. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I really should hook up. I haven't touched this launcher code in a long time, but I really should make the Pain Elemental play its little pain frame whenever you click on it. So it's all right, let's play a random Doom level. Bliss by Tony Roche. This is from 1995. Student at Brisbane's grammar school. A massive level based on my house. Yes. My house is 2 stories, so I use teleporters to simulate the 2 levels. I think that the end result is impressive. All right. June of 1995. So yeah, let's check it out. Doom 2 Map 1. This is Tony Roche's Bliss, a model of the author's house. Always a special time when we have a My House level. Okay, so yeah, which room are we in, do you think? This might be a bed. Yeah, this might be like a 4-poster, not a canopy bed, but yeah. We've got like some custom music here. We can kind of see into other rooms. And yeah, I think these are 2 imps jumping on the bed. A little closet here with a window. Alright, so we've got a hallway of many doors here, which is something you get often when you're creating real-world architecture with Doom. Oh, look at that. Okay, there was a hidden thing behind... Okay, yeah. Uh-oh, am I trapped here? Yep, I am trapped in this, what appears to be a bathtub. So I'm going to cheat my way out of that. Yeah. Alright. Oof. That shotgunner got a piece of me. Yeah, it's the super shotgun in the bathtub. It's as good a place as any to keep it. I personally would not allow a super shotgun in my home. I think those things, I'd be like, man, have you seen how many imps that thing can take down? It's not a weapon you need unless you're going to hell. Okay, and we got a backpack. What's this? Is this like a little garage door type thing? I'm really, yeah, we're definitely hearing those spider babies. Yeah, this is a My House level. Ooh, look at that. Got a mancubus in a tight hallway. And yeah, the texturing choices are pretty freewheeling here, you know, because we've got like the wooden skull door situation, and you know, this is a tiled bathroom, more or less. Okay, and that's some sort of, I don't know if this is a door out to the back or just like a little. All right, actually, let me grab this. Okay, that's not anything. Yeah, the premise of all of these My House levels is demons are in my house, or demons are my family. Either of them are pretty cute. Oh, okay, alright, so we went in here, and it opened up some of these hall closets with imps. Oh, buddy. Yikes. Okay, this is actually a... I think that the tightness of these quarters is what makes these traps kind of effective. Effective at dealing damage to me. Ooh, look at that. This feels like a very legit, like, lower story here. Oh, okay, yeah, and then we just hit a teleporter, and that takes us down. But yeah, that's one of the better illusions. The one time I did this, the teleporter on stairs takes you to another floor thing in a Doom level, it was very... I don't think it was very convincing, you know? Like, I did it more because I had to, rather than that it created, like, this sense of spatial continuity. Whereas I think, like, being able to see down into this, you know, it's like your brain is sort of, like, thinking ahead to, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go down there. And the teleport happens, you know, not quite where you're expecting, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, the monsters representing certain family members, that can be cute, it can be dark. I mean, here, I think there's a little too many, there's a few too many monsters for that to really make sense, unless this person just had an absolutely gigantic family. This is maybe like either the front patio or the back patio. Oh yeah, and we're up on... So I think we've started here on the second floor. Oh, looks like we unleashed some cacos. Dark patio. Can I actually get up this? Yeah, I'm not quite understanding some of these routing things. Yeah, I'm really wanting those spiders to quit their yakking. Alright, we're doing it. Alright, so yeah, now we are out in the yard, and there is that very noisy boy, the Arachnotron. And yeah, we got a Baron out wandering the yard. Got hella shells now. Probably more than we need. Okay, yeah, this is this person's house. I want to bring up my auto map here and get a sense of, like, the overall... Okay, yeah. Yep. And yeah, we were up on the second story here. So I'm wondering how we get back in. I mean, indoor-outdoor really complicates the whole premise of using teleporters to get between the first and second floor of a building. Hello, welcome. Yeah. Oh, okay, so maybe this is just here so that we can... Oh! Surprise Caco. Alright, so we're back on the second floor now, and I kind of feel like we've explored... Unless there's like a little hidden room in here. Oh yeah, wait. I think there is. Oh, okay. Just do that. And can I walk through here? Okay, no. I don't think there is a room there. Alright, let's go downstairs. And yeah, we still don't have... Okay, I guess that was a blue key door with a little banner on it. So yeah, we are now on the first floor of this house. And yeah, I guess there's just a whole extra outdoor area. Although maybe we can't enter it. More imps jumping on the bed. Little bookshelf. Oh. Mini monsters. In the outdoor area. Okay, and there is our yellow key. Whoa, I teleported. And now I have a map of the place. Laying bare the illusion. That was already pretty obvious from looking at the auto map. Okay, so is this like the front door? I'm actually pretty confused now about just the overall... Oh gosh, alright. Is there some sort of invisible wall situation going on here? I think there might be. Ow. Oh dear. Yep. Turn down the music just a little bit here. Okay, wow, yeah, alright, so there's a lot going on here. And yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot of resemblance between what was ostensibly like the first floor of that house and the second floor. Just kind of spacing out here, trying to take all these bozos out. Ow. This is actually like a reasonably tough Doom 2 level for 1995 standards. Oh. Yeah, lots of little traps and stuff like this. Oh, that's kind of cool. Like, let's see here. There's some sort of symbol here. What is that symbol? I don't know what that is. Oh my gosh. So many hit scanners. Jeez Louise. Ugh. Okay, that little section is just frustrating. That is the bad place. Yeah, well, man, this is turned into more. I was sort of expecting the map to be like mostly done after I got outside on the first floor, but no, there's a whole bunch of stuff. That's exit-esque. Yeah, let's see here. So there was one secret, and we found it. There's this room. There's this last room here, which kind of feels like the finale of the map. Okay. Oh. Little closet-y type thing. Interesting. Okay, and yeah, that's the way up. Does that mean that... Oh, wait. Also, there's... this. Okay, so I can go out to this. Was I not able to just come in? Alright, yeah, these keys are feel kind of arbitrary, but... Aha, okay. This is clearly like a... How about y'all infight, huh? There we go. Yeah, there were like these two big things, and this definitely this definitely feels like a driveway, a two-car garage, a front porch, a front door, you know, stairwell just off the foyer. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, I was not able to really make sense of, and I don't know what this could be a kitchen, I guess, with like a counter and a little bar. Maybe this is like a stove. I don't know. It's all pretty heavily abstracted in 1995. Yeah, sure, I'll grab that. Actually, I'm going to grab this and I'm going to attempt to make use of it. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, we can just rule the school here. We're invisible, we can see in the dark, we have a mega health. Still though, okay, that opens the door back out. So many monsters. Eventually they'll stop. That's one bit of safety that Doom gives you, is that unless you have heard an Icon of Sin aggro, you know that there will not be infinite monsters in this level. You know that monsters won't just keep spawning, and that if you have the ammo for it, you can... And I guess eventually there is a finite amount of ammo, and in many cases that puts a reasonable cap on your total capacity to kill monsters. Okay, what did that do? Alright, so we got 12 enemies left in here, and I guess they're just going to trickle in through this weird... I still don't know what this weird shape is. That's clearly like an ambush sound hole. Yeah. Eight monsters left. Yeah, let's poke our heads back outside here. Because, yeah, that neither of those were the exit switch, which I was kind of expecting. But, yeah. Yeah, and this thing. This must just be like a raised sector or something with a... Ah, I see, yeah. This has opened up. Uh-oh. What's going on? Oh, missing texture. Was this meant to be damaging, or... If only there was an icon of virtue to give you ammo and health. That's a fascinating idea. But yeah, I mean that's something like thematically in Doom, like you are fighting demons, but like there is no concept of heaven or angels or a positive divine or otherworldly figure to give you any sort of, you know, your stuff isn't called like holy protection or anything like that, so you're just a dude with some guns. Alright, so that's the exit switch, but I kind of want to see if there's any more mysteries in these depths. Okay, and this teleports us back here. Oh, and this teleports us just straight to the second floor. That feels like an addition made for deathmatch. Okay, yeah, and there was like... Yeah, it does seem like more things opened up here. So yeah, this all feels pretty... freeform, you know, like this author was just kind of like making stuff and like adding detail as they saw fit, kind of, you know. It doesn't feel like it's the product of like a rigorous design sensibility necessarily, which is fine, you know. I think that's one thing that is, it's fine and cool for amateur work to just, you know, just follow its muse, basically. I think that's cool. But yeah, like, forming expectations about what is or isn't possible based on this is not necessarily something you can do. Interesting, okay. I hear somebody. Yeah, this is like an upstairs... I mean, this feels like a dining table, you know? But it would be very unusual to have a dining room on the second floor. I don't know. I mean, this is all like lo-fi enough. This is definitely like more... I think one way you can classify my house levels is on how representational they are, with Doom 2 Map 16 suburbs actually being on the pretty low end of that, because obviously, like, you know, you look at most of those and it's like, okay, these buildings are kind of house, you know, are vaguely house shaped, but, you know, they do not have like much in the way of super recognizable features. And then other My House levels that are like just very, very, you know, painstakingly accurately done. And this is somewhere in the middle. Damn, how do I get back? How do I get back out to... Alright, I guess let's go out here. Yes! Yeah, the WAD Wednesday first anniversary map pack had a lovely My House level from Arjuna. And yeah, I did a stream of a survey of my house level stream, I think like sometime in 2015 before I started doing WAD Wednesday. Damn it, like how do I, okay, alright, I just need to get back to this. Okay, alright. Yeah, it looks like there's maybe one more little secret here. Okay, alright, yeah, and this is probably a bathroom with a shower. I think that's a shower. But yeah, it's just that level of abstraction where you're like, what is it? Oh, and look at this. That's pretty weird. Huh, okay. So there's like this little walkway running from the what I assume is the bed to the closet. It's weird. But yeah, alright, well, cool. I think we've just about sucked all the juice out of this level. Yeah. Well, cool. Let's head for the exit here. But yeah, that is... Yeah, it's an interesting one. I don't know what that room up in the top right of the first floor area is the most mystifying thing about it, for sure. Cool. All right. Well, that was Bliss by Tony Roche from Brisbane, I guess. That is a house somewhere in Brisbane, Australia. Who knows if Tony Roche or any of his family are still living there, but yeah. Used a .muse file I found lying around. Okay, well yeah, and that was from 1995, and yeah, that's about what I would expect for that. Let's move on. Let's do a different one. Innermost by Albatross. This is from 2018. It's from almost exactly a year ago. So yeah, this is definitely newish. Yeah, author is Albatross. That name vaguely rings a bell, but I might have just seen it on Doom World or something like that. Single map set in a marble citadel. The gimmick here is that all the monsters are spectral. Textures are from Community Chest 4, Texture Pack, Sky from Mechadon's Box o' Skies. That is a good Sky texture pack. Cool, alright, Doom 2 Map 1. Let's play Innermost by Albatross from last year. Oh wait, it was released on in August of last year and uploaded almost exactly a year ago. Ooh, look at that. Some black and white stuff going on here. Cool, alright, so we've got a very, not completely desaturated, but a very muted color palette here. We're on this island in what appears to be like an endless sea. And yeah, some custom music. Berserk pack straight away. I'm always just really, ooh, okay, so yeah, that we're getting some spectral, some good old-fashioned specters, but also like a spectral imp there, I guess. Yeah, they're all spectral. It's all spectral creatures here. Oh, spectral revenants, no thank you. Aw, man. Okay, so that stuff does hurt you. Nuts. Wow, I managed to punch out that skeleton. Cool, okay, well, that's not exactly a smart way to do things, but oh geez, especially not when you're getting dropped down into this mess. Spectral Mancubus. Get out of town. Okay, we are almost dead. Whew, wow, I cannot believe I survived that. Albeit barely. Ah, jeez, yeah. I figured that was coming up, and we're all the way back here. Okay, ow. Yeah, if they were also spawning spectral projectiles, I think that would be rude. That would be very rude. Alright, let's grab that armor. Oh, I guess we're stuck down here now with these revenants. Man, this is a pain. Also, I'm kind of guessing that it's like extra hard for y'all to see these spectral monsters on the stream. So yeah, the pixel fuzz effect is already a little bit stream compression-y. What am I thinking? Not picking up the old super shotgun. Yeesh, wow. Well, that is definitely... Yeah. Okay, and there's revenants all the way across this giant space. And now we're getting lowered into this garbage. So deal with that. I mean, at least there's a decent amount of infighting happening here, but this is rude. It's rude but doable, you know. Oh my gosh, I was already down to 10 health before I got that rad suit. Alright, where is... There we go. Let's scoop that immediately. Scoop the rad suit immediately. Oof. Cool boy. Alright, that's worth a save. And yeah, I guess I hit this. And now I get to be attacked by spectral revenants. They're spectral and they're skeletons. Yeah, the revenants are especially a pain because, you know, like with the mancubus, that's a large blob of fuzzy, transparent pixels. Whereas these things are skinny. I'm finding that actually the noise level of the texture that they're standing in front of has a huge impact on how difficult it is to fight a given enemy. Yeah, and also when they stack up, because it kind of like blends it. If there's multiple ones, I can kind of... Ugh. Yeah, this is brutal. Punched me. Couldn't evade a Revenant's Monster Ball. Ooh, is this a different thing? What did that do? Did that do anything cool? Yeah, this is just brutal. This is... I acknowledge that I am not doing great at this, but sheesh. Alright, cool. Yeah, grab the soul sphere. Why not? Ah. Woof. Oh geez, and now my rad suit's wearing off. Balls. Jeez, okay. Alright. These guys should not be as tough as... These guys should not be as tough as the Revenants. Whew. Hello, welcome. Yeah, cool. Alright, well... We're staying alive. Man, yeah, some of those fights are pretty tough. Oh, cool. Yeah. Jeez. Alright, you know what? Let's just grab this. Let's just grab all this mess. Oh, I see. Spectral Cyber Demon. Cool. That's what you want to see. You love to see it. Wow, that's a very beautiful overall map shape. Oh, and look at this. There's like special little... Yeah, there's like custom little panel things for each type of creature. Is that going to have a Revenant, and that's going to have a Baron, and that's going to have... Well, I don't know what that is. It's going to have a Kako. Either way, I love it. Good Kako texture block thing. Okay, wow, you really do have very long lines of sight in this. Alright, can't get in there. Okay. Oh great, now I'm locked in here with these bozos. Alright, yes, in-fight everything. Just the fewer of you goofuses I have to deal with, the better. Alright, looks like we're down to just a Kako. Yippee. Whoo boy. Yeah, these fights are tough, and I am not very good at them. And yeah, we now have like all the keys. All the dang keys. I guess I could run out here and try to kill this Spectral Cyber Demon. Yeah, the usual like process of crossing the streams, I'm realizing depends heavily on being able to read when they're doing a firing frame, and when you can't see the difference between firing frame and just standing around, it makes it way more difficult. Alright, cool. Alright. Alright, I just wanted to have this area clearing it off. That's the big area that's sunk down. I think if I run outside here... No, no. It actually feels as if my progression through this area is somewhat linear, despite appearances. I mean, there's just different sections that you're getting into and out of. Alright, well, I guess this kind of feels like the way forward, actually. I guess I'll get out and run around and take damage in here. Nope. Not much going on down here. Oh wait, this came down? Okay. Well, I see a number of probably very trapped items. What's up, Archvile? Oh, Spectral Archvile. This guy is really not to be screwed around with. Yeah, he's especially scary because he can get into your peripheral vision and stuff and you just don't register him. Is this gonna make some monsters pop out? Alright, now we're down here. Have I been down here before? Oh yeah, this is where I came in. Cool. Alright, now this can come down. That definitely feels boss fight-ish. This is where I came in. This is where I went and got the thing. Alright, so I'm actually starting to, you know, have covered most of this map. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know, screw it. Let's jump down into this nonsense here and... Oh good, multiple sibes. However, I have a big circular arena that I can strafe around here in, so let's just use all of our plasma. Let's just hold down the fire button. Oh, cool. And now... okay. Alright. We're getting... It's getting dicey here. I really want to get that Megasphere now. Like, I'm glad I saved it, but I really need that Megasphere. Holy cats. Yeah, this is a big... This is an infighting festival. I heard one of the Cyber Demons die. Man, alright, I just gotta keep moving here. Alright, there is... Okay, and I think that was another... That was another Cyber Demon down. Yeah, there's just a gigantic ocean of monsters. Alright, just kill, just completely wipe each other out, monsters. 'Cause yeah, I'm not doing a great job of dealing with this situation on my own here. Keep dealing that damage. There's a lot of mancubi there. I can tell that much. In fact, it might be only mancubi left. Yeah, I think it might be. I think they killed everybody else. Alright. Whew. Okay. That was certainly a fight. Yeah, alright. Well, what's there to do? Have I prevailed over this level? Maybe not. Is there some other switch that I need to hit? Yeah, I think there is. Yep. Okay, that brings that down. Exit. That's a nice, clearly labeled exit. What is this monster's deal? Oh, okay. Okay, so the rest of these are probably just stragglers. Well, cool. This was a neat map. Man, yeah, those spectral monsters, this will teach you exactly how much tougher it makes each type of monster to aim at. When their stuff is spectral. Yeah, I didn't figure out how to get... I can definitely get onto there. I haven't figured out how to get onto there. Whatever, yeah. It's all good. Yeah, I like this big circular area. I mean, this is very much a modern Doom level, you know, just in terms of, like, the scale of it, and the scope, and, like, the difficulty and population of the fights that they throw at you. It's like... You're not accidentally playing Doom in 2019 or 2018 when this was released. So we're going to give you a good challenge. Oh, that's another arch file. Got him. Cool, okay. Am I gonna regret jumping down here? Not especially, it doesn't look like. And yeah, I feel like the color palette works well. You know, some of these surfaces like blend into each other a little bit, but the texture variation usually makes up for it. There's like a slight disparity between ground and wall, and then like these things that are just completely desaturated gray really pop out. So it's actually, you know, some of these contrasts are actually more readable than your average Doom level texture usage. Oh, yeah, look at that. Scoop it up. No. Understated and underrated. Oh yeah, look at that. There's like a white flame torch thing. Yeah, so that's all but one. Yeah, we've killed all the monsters. There's 2 secrets we didn't get, but I don't know. I'm not exactly going to go looking for them or anything. This is the big old boss tussle arena. Good stuff. And yeah, let's bug out. Alright. We get like some outro stuff here, or we just get the episode 4 ending picture. Cool. Okay, well that was Innermost by Albatross from 2018, and yeah, that was dope. Yeah, like it's a tough gimmick. I don't know if it would have been significantly easier if I had been using like different, like GZ Doom's default, like just translucent enemy settings or something. But yeah, it's interesting how just like a visual setting can change the difficulty of, there's kind of like with those revenants, it's like I'm used to being able to target, to have a pretty good idea of the center of a revenant so that when I target a super shotgun shot, it hits right in the middle and a certain percentage of the pellets hit, whereas I didn't, I wasn't able to target nearly as accurately, and so all the revenant fights just took way longer. Yeah. Well, cool. Yeah, it's not quite 8, so let me pick another random one here. PEEK.WAD. This is from March of 1995. E1M1. It's always been my theory that if you don't have at least one monster every 10 square feet, relatively speaking, then there's not enough carnage. I stretched the limits of size, as far as DEU would let me, to come up with this highly acclaimed, by a couple of my friends, Doom level. No big story behind this one, just find the right keys, get into the main structure, and kill everything! All weapons available, and yes, the Cyber Demon is on the level. Would it be worth it if he weren't? I hope you like it. Yeah. You may use this level however you wish. I don't care if you steal my ideas. I've got an infinite number more. Alright, who's the creator? Me. Okay, so we're not getting like actual author info here. Cthulhu at expert.cc.purdue.edu. So I don't know if anything like that. Man, back when mailing addresses were complicated. Expert.cc.purdue.edu. All right, well, cool. Let's play PEEK.WAD from March of 1995. It's E1M1, and yeah, let's check out that monster every 10 square feet claim. Okay, this level is a bit more normal than I was maybe expecting. That doesn't seem like it's a cool situation. What's going on here? Oh geez, that was a bad decision. Oh hey, cool. Yeah, this is like the weirdness of Doom's infinitely tall actor. Although it's not, GZ Doom currently is not treating these as infinitely tall, but... Alright, so yeah, there's like this outdoor wood area that I saw into and didn't want to deal with. This is PEEK.WAD by somebody who just gave their email address, their Purdue-based email address from 1995. Ooh, look at this. This is a pretty cool, this feels like a set piece kind of, That's a cool fight. Oh great, I heard the Cyber Demon aggro. This must have been, like, almost unmanageably difficult for most Doom players in early 1995, right? Like, oh man, I just gorfed a decent chunk of that soul sphere. And I don't have the damn chain gun. Oh great, there's a Baron. Oh my gosh. This is just an absolute fiesta of jerks. A jerk feast. This is a jerk feast. Jerkfeast.wad. Alright, I just want to save here. Oh man, look at this. Yeah, okay, so there was like a whole structure and stuff. This is like this is actually pretty competent, you know? Like, I don't, you know, I mean, we're out of 1994 here, so we're out of the first year of Doom levels, although only just, because I think isn't the very first user-created Doom WAD from, like, February or March of 1994? Oh my gosh. So yeah, I mean, I'm not expecting amateur work from 95, but oh, you're asking about Gorf? Yeah. Gorf is just some term that I picked up who knows how long ago for when you waste a resource, basically, or like only use, like, you know, a tiny % of its overall possible value. That's just what I started calling it way back in the day. It's possible that I've told so I can't remember exactly, because at this point it was over 20 years ago, and my brain is just, you know, it's just leaking information by the day. But I'm pretty sure where I got gorfed from was Team Fortress Classic came out. You know, when I was playing a bunch of Half-Life at the time, I was making Half-Life maps. Team Fortress Classic comes out, and I'm all over it, you know. And, like, in the first week, I think, I played a bunch of it. I continued to play it for, you know, probably the next year or two. But I logged into, I just jumped onto a pub server, as one did in the early days of, you know, Half-Life-based mods. And yeah, there was some, like, I grabbed in, like, the spawn room. You spawn, and there's just, like, a ton of armor things and ammo things. And I spawned in, and I don't think it was me that actually did the gorfing, but there was, like, you know, everybody on one team spawns in a room, and someone, and I guess it was a sniper, like, just ran through all the stuff and, like, grabbed it, and the stuff would instantly respawn, although maybe it didn't in those days. Anyway, one of our teammates was irate about the fact that a sniper had dared to grab all of the goodies from the spawn room. And they said in just the team chat, essentially, you know, the text-based team chat, fucknut sniper gorfed all the armor. And that just, like, stuck in my brain permanently, because gorf is just it's just what it means now. So anyway, yes, this random person on a pub server in 1998 or 9, I think TFC came out in 99, just permanently installed a phrase in my brain. And so yeah, to gorf is to scoop up a pickup that you only actually use, like, a tiny percentage of. And yeah, it's possible that TFC, like, didn't even, you know, have that mechanic or something, and maybe I'm misremembering it, but yeah, so yeah, that's gorfing. That's don't be a gorfer. I guess in a team game where you're picking up an item, takes it away from your teammate, don't gorf stuff that you don't need, I guess. All right, yeah, and so we've got like freaking 5 barons just around this whole situation here. There's a 6th up there. This is tough stuff. This could be in the master levels for Doom 2, if it weren't a Doom 1 level. Just in terms of, like, difficulty and just uniqueness of scale and so forth. It's also very Doom 1-ish, you know. You would want to do, like, you'd want to really make some effort to do a proper conversion for a Doom 2 version. Oh, geez. Okay, wow, Barons really have this area covered. Okay, man. Yeah, this level is large and complex. Alright, we've been here before. Oh man, boy do I ever want a... Boy do I want a chain gun. I want a chain gun so bad. Oh, all the health is in here. Just all the health. Alright, some health bonuses. Alright, that was minimal gorfage. This is pure gorfage. That blue juice was being gorfed. But, you know. Oh, look at this. Little narrow spiral staircase down. Now we're in a red carpet room. And there's a Baron that I don't really have the resources to deal with. Oh, jeez, rude. This is... all of this is incredibly rude. Alright, rocket launcher, yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, this level was clearly made by somebody who just blitzed through Doom 1 and 2 and was like, I'm bored, I need a challenge. I need a real challenge. It is not for babies. I'm gonna see how many of these imps I can get this Baron to kill. Demons also. Yeah, those early days of Team Fortress Classic multiplayer. I mean, I remember buying Half-Life the day it came out, specifically, and I played through the single-player game, and then after that, I had a dial-up connection. I had a dial-up modem connection, so I used like the one multiplayer, you know, WON internet multiplayer setup that, you know, pre-Steam Half-Life versions of Half-Life had. And yeah, I would just jump on pub servers in Half-Life 1 deathmatch. And yeah, it was a scene, you know. I mean, I wasn't plugged into the Quake scene anymore. You know, I hadn't played... I didn't return to Doom until 99 or so when the source port started to come about. But yeah, I played Half-Life deathmatch for a while. And then, yeah, mods started coming out. And I think TFC was like the main one that I got into. I actually never really touched Counter-Strike back in the day. It just didn't interest me. And yeah, TFC was kind of the main mod that I got into. And yeah, man, Team Fortress Classic, there were so many weird, funny things you could do in that. There was concussion jumping, like the medic gave people, in addition to healing your buddies, using your medic med kit on enemies, like gave them an airborne pathogen. So if you could get the enemy spawn room infected, then it was just like this really terrible situation. Yeah, there were just all kinds of weird, broken things in TFC, and it was kind of glorious. I mean, it was also a pretty notoriously spammy game, where people would just be like constantly throwing out grenades and stuff. Grenades are, you know, and rather famously, they cut grenades for Team Fortress 2. And this is just a room that you don't want to be in for multiple reasons. A, because the walls are fire blue, and I know that the stream hates that. And B, because it's a deep pit and you can't get back up. Is this actually like traversable by humans? It doesn't look like it, honestly. Maybe there's like multiple levels of platform that raise up. No, probably I'm meant to go around here. Yeah. Yeah, what a weird level. Pretty good weird. Yeah, we're kind of dipping into like episode 2 theming for a little bit here. does that do? Yeah, like this whole middle section of the map is actually quite intricate. But then it's got the big outdoor spaces. Yeah, it's like everything's just fitting into this weird little footprint here. Fascinating. Oh yeah, Moha, Medal of Honor Allied Assault. That came out when I was working at Human Head, and so I do remember playing some Office multiplayer with folks there. Yep, Moha. And then Moha, in turn, like, I mean, that was a team, I forget what studio that was, but that was, EA published that. And then somehow that spun off into Infinity Ward and Call of Duty, the first Call of Duty, you know, which obviously that whole business is still with us. Let's see, red key, yeah, now that I'm back out here, I can defend myself a little. Interesting. Yeah, those barons are such an imposing level gate. Alright, yeah, and I don't have the blue key. Yeah, so it looks like the actually leave the level permissions are the blue key. So let's go up. Oh wait, no. So that's there. Yeah, Team Fortress Classic, for those who don't know, came out of Quake Fortress. Valve basically, this was the first time that Valve acqui-hired an existing team. And they basically, like, the Team Fortress, the Quake Fortress or Team Fortress folks were in, I guess it was like Robin Walker in Australia, and I don't know if the entire team was Australian, but yeah, Valve basically hired them and was like, we want you to make the next version of Team Fortress for Half-Life, and they did, and that was Team Fortress Classic. And so yeah, like it has Team Fortress Classic, partly because it was a mod for Quake 1, it was a sequel essentially to a mod for Quake 1, and partly just because Half-Life 1's Gold Source engine, you know, feels in a lot of ways the most directly like Quake 1. Oh jeez. You know, it had a lot of that strangeness that you might associate with Quake 1. Alright, so there's like, maybe there's like a platform or something that I gotta... That's an ambush sound hole. Alright, yeah, I don't know if this actually does anything for me. I mean, like, yeah, that's there. Yeah, Team Fortress definitely predates Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike's lineage is more, if I remember correctly, my history correctly, there was a mod called Action Quake for Quake 2, and it had sort of a... I mean, it was the idea was that it was like an action movie version of realism. So it had stuff I can't remember, and I got, like, you know, Quake 2 I didn't play at all basically, and so I definitely didn't play any of the mods for that. But Action Quake, I believe, like had things like blood loss and just various things to recreate via mechanics, the aesthetics of action movies. And of course you had like a Desert Eagle and stuff like that. And so it started, you know, it's, as I've heard, people attribute that to an early entry in the kind of realism genre, you know, sort of, not genre, but like the idea of realistic weapons and realistic player damage and stuff like that in first-person games, you know, because when first-person games started off, it was Doom and Quake, which are fairly unrealistic. You're a big tank, you can run 50 miles per hour and all that. And so I think once people started realizing that there was this whole other design space... Oh yeah, okay, here we go. Here's our weird-ass little fire blue room. Once people started realizing that realism was its own, like, you know, and realism is like heavy scare quotes, really, because it is sort of like this pseudo weird arbitrary version of it. I think Action Quake was part of the, you know, is a progenitor of Counter-Strike. And also I think the very first Rainbow Six, the very first licensed Tom Clancy game, Rainbow Six, which was a very simulation-y kind of thing where you're like, I guess like a counter-terrorist SWAT team type thing. And that, the weapons were very realistic. It didn't have very much of like the Doom, Quake, like weapons feel good kind of thing. It just felt like a dry simulation, and you had like multiple squad people, and you would like, there was like this tactical planning mode, and yeah, it was super lethal. I think bullets might have gone through walls in that, you know, so it was this fairly dry simulation kind of thing, but I think it whet people's appetite. It was reasonably popular, and it whet people's appetite for like this, yeah, what if you were like a counter-terrorist army guy, and instead of like Doom weapons, you had like M16s and all that. And I think that was really like the groundwork for Counter-Strike and a lot of those other realism-focused mods of the late 90s and early 2000s. You know, because they were really going for like, you know, and then after 9/11 and stuff, you know, everything had to be fucking soldier guys and counter-terrorists and terrorists and all that crap. So... yeah, so that's that whole, you know, but it is interesting that all of that, you know, I mean, Doom and Quake were like these super arcadey things that a more realistic quote-unquote thing kind of coalesced out of, but it still had, I mean, you know, anybody who played Counter-Strike back in the day, and even still to this day, can tell you that, like, it's still kind of Quakey, you know, there's like things about the movement and the damage model and the way that weapon reloading and equipping and all that kind of stuff works, where you can still kind of see a little bit of that Quake DNA. It's just been filtered through like a very different design aesthetic and stuff. So yeah, Counter-Strike, you know, I mean, it was undoubtedly like this kind of fulcrum for FPS design. I mean, you know, the other thing to note is that all of these were part of this huge mix of, like, in the late 90s, FPSs blossomed incredibly, you know, because in 98 we had Half-Life, which was like taking the single-player scripted storytelling stuff to another level. We had, you know, just Quake, which was just hoeing the same road that id had been doing, you know, like arcadey action, increasingly multiplayer focused. And then you had Thief, you know, which was taking like the Ultima Underworld immersive sim kind of thing and putting it into a more accessible package. And honestly, like Thief and Tenchu and Metal Gear Solid are all kind of considered like the genesis of the modern stealth game, you know. And I think, you know, a lot of those kinds of things are, you know, they end up having that same kind of, you know, it wasn't just a single game that was the watershed for everything. It was actually like, you know, a bunch of things being arrived at independently around the same time. So yeah, like the FPS genre actually split into all these interesting different directions between tactical realism and stealth and arcadey stuff and multiplayer focused like deathmatch stuff, because obviously Unreal Tournament and Quake 3, you know, were also during that time. So, you know, and there's more still from that, you know, I mean, like Mech Warrior was doing like it's first person, but you're in the cockpit of a mech and stuff, so it's half flight sim, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, like, I don't know, I mean, that's why it's such an interesting time to go back to, because there were so many directions, you know, 3D technology was advancing so quickly that it was making new things possible, and that whole like sense of possibility got colonized and populated pretty quickly. And by the early and especially mid to late 2000s, things had really hardened into like specific genres and stuff. And in fact, like some of those genres just completely ate everything else, like the sort of pseudo-realistic military stuff. By the time Call of Duty 4 came out in 2007, it's like, okay, we've sort of figured out a thing where it like feels like, you know, realistic soldier guy, but actually it's just a complete like Disneyland ride kind of thing, you know, that had become really huge. I mean, I guess that same year, you know, BioShock came out, so that's the, you know, that's the immersive sim torch kind of getting passed in, like being reinterpreted into like the console FPS Halo thing. You know, Halo had, you know, made a lot of this stuff work really well on consoles for the first time. Anyway, yeah, there's a whole little, all kinds of things were happening. I forget how we even got off on that. Oh, right, just Gorfing and Team Fortress Classic. Anyway, yeah, cool. Well, yeah, all right. Well, this level's pretty cool. I don't actually know how to beat it, and I'm kind of done. You know, I feel like let's see, how many monsters are actually left here? There are so many more monsters in here. You don't even know. Alright, so there's like 1 billion monsters waiting in like an ambush thing. There's like a whole wing of the map that I haven't gotten to yet. So yeah, I think I'm out. But this level was surprisingly huge and interesting and intricate for March of '95. That's not like super surprising. But yeah, that was PEEK.WAD by me, quote unquote, aka Cthulhu at expert.cc.purdue.edu. And yeah, I would actually say that their claims of, heck yeah, it's difficult, bore fruit. So, because yeah, that was actually semi-challenging. All right, well, cool. That's all we've got for today. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all next week. And until then, have a really nice week. Bye-bye.